been having a think today. It's the 14th of October, and it's really hit home that I miss my grandmother. I mean, really, really hit home. It's just like bang. It's just like I want to see her for one last time, and I'd do absolutely anything. I have some stuff with her, but not that much. Too little. If I could see her for one last time, I'd give up everything I've got for her, just so I can see her. Anyway, not the reason I come on here anyway, it's just I like talking about my thoughts and that. My thoughts are wacky, sometimes amusing. Anyway, the thing I'm coming to tell you about is basically I phoned up my nan to say there's half a man on TV, and she goes, "What half?" I was just like laughing my head off, and then just come in here and I see all the old records over there, all the old pictures of me, my sister and my dad, and it's just like, why aren't you here? Why aren't you here? 70's too young. 70's just like, for many of you know, I don't like talking about my grandmother, so here it goes. My grandmother was a Labour MP. Her name's Janet Dorothy Jones. She died on the 26th of June 2010. She had 4 dogs, and this is some of the stuff she had, or she achieved in her life. It's in the bag. Right, see that girl there? That's my grandmother on the front page, the private eye. And this was taken on the 4th of May 1962, Volume 1, Number 10. And it says, "Stop the gamble building land." And she goes, "Brother, what are you worrying about?" She says, "You, brother." And that's one impressive thing about my grandmother that I'm very proud of in this family. Not that many, but there's some. It's very hard to come across them. This is from my funeral. And because she was Labour, I don't really like Labour. They've cocked up all their systems, I think, but oh well. Yes. Her favourite song, Red Flag, was there. Jerusalem. And I said my speech about her. And I meant every word. Where's my number on there? Well, anyway, my number. Okay. And no thinking funeral. Here we go. Funeral was on Friday. No, it was a Wednesday, the 14th of July, 2010, at Conkleywood House, Berry Park. And that is where some of my family's buried. You have my uncle, my cousin, my grandmother, and my uncle's gonna go there. He's got his face. Maybe I should get my number as well. just wanna like see her for one last time. Have a proper goodbye, because I was in London when she was on her deathbed, and I know it sounds like I was in London when she was on her deathbed, but it's the truth, and I didn't have the chance to say goodbye. Because by the time I found out, it was like later that next day after I finished, and it was just like I got a phone call from my dad saying your grandmother's died with a stroke about 3 o'clock in the morning. And that really hit home. And I've been a depressive little shit ever since. Honestly, I miss her. Anyway, I've done some research into her. So if I go on Google and type in Janet Jones, Cambridge, if I spell it right, I can't. Janet Jones, Cambridge. Let's see what comes up for her. Yeah, she is. She was actually in a local newspaper called cambridgenews.co.uk. It says, tributes have poured into the news for one of Cambridge's best and loved-respected former councillors who has died. Janet Jones, who led the country council nearly a quarter of a century, passed away in the early hours on Thursday. Her son Duncan, who she lived in Norwich, said she has been ill for some time. Mrs. Janet Jones was a fully elected member of the County Council in 1970, when she surprisingly won and has been the staunchly Conservative House Bury seat by 5 votes. So she won. She remained Chancellor for 34 years. Going to respect at King's Lynn Ward, she came into a big housing estate in the northern part of Cambridge. For those 24 years, she was a leader in Labour on the council, and she used her influence to provide the committees like a venture playground, a day centre for old people, and a swimming pool for the people she represented. In her later year of council, her health declined, and she had to use her wheelchair. She retired as councillor in 2004 and remained in the city of her birth, Norwich. So, and I just want to say, if you commented on this, I want to say thank you for paying attention, and I'm going to try and find the votes. Yeah, that's... Hang on. She was elected councillor in Alsbury in 1970. She served Alsbury Council from 1973 to 1985, when she moved to King's Head City Councillor for 20 years, from 1985 to 2005. And addition, she was a chair of governors at Manor School. I never knew that. It's just when you go back and have a look, you never know. Janet Jones. No, I don't want that Janet Jones. Janet Jones, Cambridge. Vote. Elections. Let's go elections wrong way, who cares? Don't want that. Here we go. Don't want that one either. I can't find the bloody link I want. 1970. Here we go. Where is she? Labour. 1997, 1981. Janet Jones, April 1973. Labour 2,327 and Conservative 851. On this election, she got 73.2% votes, and Labour Conservative got 26.8%. And then on the May 1977, she got 2,179, and John Newman, whatever he's called, 1,679. May 1981, she got 1,818. Conservative got 930, Liberal got 531, but that's what you'd expect there. And that's all I can really see of her. Sort of famous, but when you go back, I want people to learn to go back and look at their family trees. How do you think? What if they was alive? Should I research them? Should I find some details about them that no one else will know? But I want the world to know about my grandmother. She was an amazing person. She's always here for me, good free advice, and I swear to God, I reckon I'm going to be a Labour person. She's knocked into my head. Labour is the best party in the world. She's got that in my head, but I don't know what to do now. I reckon I'm going to be a Labour person, trust. Be like, fight for your rights. Take after her. I moan like her. I can be an absolute cow like her. And I think that people should have their voice heard. So, if you want your voice to be heard, because I want people's voices to be heard, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to take after her, I swear. I want public places to have schools, everything. Top of the range library. They should have that. They should have everything they want. And if you disagree with me, you can go to hell, because I know that I'm right. My grandmother would be proud of me right now. I know that. And next time, couple of years maybe, I'm getting... Oh, there's fireworks. Or is it rain? Oh, fireworks. This time next year, right there, I'm getting a name tattooed. I'm going to have Janet Dorothy Jones and the date she died. And I hope that she will always be remembered. She deserves it. If you knew her, she was a wonderful woman. And I'm always going to have respect for her. Love you, Granny. And if you want anything... grandmother. Same thing. If you want to subscribe or me to find out anything else about my family history, I know somewhere way back there's a Mayor of London or something, like Prime Minister. Any interest? And I have an Aunt Tiddles, Paul Konchesky, my cousin. Yeah. Quite an interesting family tree. Don't know how. Anyway, if you know about Paul Konchesky, he's my granddad's sister's daughter's son, if that makes sense. And that's how I'm related to a footballer. And I have no idea what he plays for, and I've never met him because my granddad argues with most of his family. The average old person, it's alright. He argues with me a lot when he moves up here. Anyway, subscribe, talk about anything, I don't care. I just think that the people should know about Janet Dorothy Jones.